It's time to bring in my colleague and social media reporter, Mariama Diallo. Take it away again, Mariama.
Well, thanks, Shaka. Earlier this week, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his nation is, quote, determined to deport the tens of thousands of illegal migrants who are in Israel, unquote. The statement by the Israeli leader follows Saudi Arabia rounding up foreign workers earlier this month, including more than 23,000 Ethiopians. According to reports, Saudi Arabia's crackdown on foreign workers was partly due to high domestic unemployment. Human rights groups say the majority of the African migrants in Israel and other places in the Middle East cannot be deported because of threats to their lives in their homelands. Well, that brings us to our question of the week, which asks, what is your reaction to the manner in which Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states treat foreign workers, especially those of African descent? Well, let's begin right away with a comment from Matthew Ochiti in Uganda, who posted these thoughts on our wall. Saudi Arabians are taking advantage of people from poor countries. I don't think they would treat North Americans and Europeans in such degrading manner. Another comment comes from Felix Mbewe in Zambia, who says, we've heard about serious discrimination, abuse, and imbalances when it comes to treatment of Afro workers. This is a sign of a serious phobia, which entails a lack of reason and humanity at heart. Well, Shaka, very, very interesting comment. What do you make of both of them? You talked about maybe racism earlier. Does it have more to do with skin color or something else?
I have to say, though, that I am impressed by the way in which you were able to successfully pronounce Ochiti.
Wow. Well,
from Uganda.
Well, I have been following your lead. Remember last week we talked about teaching me about some of the pronunciations, and I'll do the French lessons for you. So we're doing very well.
I need my French lesson sooner rather than later. Let me come to our guest here in the studios. Dawit, you had it all. You first had it from Geneva, from Jumbe, really. And now you had it from reaction from our African brothers on the continent. What about the African Union doing something, frankly, akin to an extraordinary summit to discuss and find out solutions to the plight of migrants? They recently had an extraordinary summit to discuss the ICC problems of Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta's situation, which is a good thing. But what about these African workers? How come there is no extraordinary summit in Addis Ababa to talk about the real people? Is the AU representing the interests of ordinary Africans, or does it in fact represent the interests of the African leaders, who obviously look like, someone might tell you, rulers as opposed to leaders? Because if they are leaders, who are they leading?
It's true. It's very, very true, and that's very disturbing, to say the least. It's very disturbing. African Union is a group of governments like the United Nations. It can only do what the governments want it to do. So it cannot go beyond the will of the governments. Have we heard so far, so many Africans are being abused, they are facing degrading conditions, living in degrading conditions, their organs being torn apart, taken away in the Sinai Desert, mostly black people in Saudi Arabia, abused in a manner that we have heard it today.
Women but being raped?
Raped and killed, some. And have we heard any of the African governments condemning this act? No. Have we heard the Ethiopian government condemning the Saudi government? No, not at all. In fact, what I heard and what I read is the Ethiopian government politely is discussing the issue with the Saudi government. It has a right to deport our people, but we'll have to discuss what the conditions of the deportation. That's stupid. That's very sad for Africans. So we cannot expect from the African Union or from the United Nations. Yesterday, the United Nations is going to accept Saudi Arabia as a member of the Human Rights Council. That is a great irony. How can we,
interesting.
and this is happening, unfolding today, while this kind of human rights violation is taking place at the same time.
And yet,
so
if
these
it
are
was
governments.
Venezuela,
Yeah.
Zimbabwe, or Libya under Gaddafi, you'd be hearing the international community
Crying. So it's all about politics. Have we heard the United States publicly condemning the acts of Saudi Arabia? No. In private, yes, but in public, so far, for so many years, the United States government has not loudly and firmly condemned the acts of of Saudi Arabia. No,
But
it's not happening.
what about the fact that, in fairness to the Saudi authorities, how about the fact that they had earlier, in fact, warned these African migrant workers to leave?
No, it's okay. That's okay. Nobody is accusing Saudi Arabia of deporting. It has the right to deport the illegal immigrants or whatever. That it has that authority. It has that responsibility. It has right. It's sovereign government. But the conditions through which they have been subjected in the process of deportation, that's what we are discussing.
I hear
That's
you.
extremely important. So that's the distinction, Shaka.